Love is all we have, the only way that we can help the other. Starting off in high school, I was very underdeveloped socially, and I wanted to become socially inept, but I had a really hard time connecting with people and just making friends. I even watched social experiments and pranks and acted them out just to enhance my social life, but this didn't really work. As well, I was very much of an attention seeker and very selfish, and I didn't really care about the interest and I, interests of others, and I wasn't really concerned with the feelings of others and what they cared about. And this contributed to me not being able to truly connect with people and make friends. As well, I was less motivated, distracted, and I didn't apply myself to the fullest in each class. But what helped me to really overcome this was sports, in that it helped me to connect with and get to know people. And the teamwork really required me to think of more than just myself. And it made me more responsible, being that I knew I had to keep my grades up and I had to manage my time as a student athlete. And it humbled me, being that I was never the star of the team and I had to work just as hard as anybody else to be competitive. And it just really helped me in starting to get to know people instead of just seeking attention and using pranks and silly social interactions to enhance my social life. And classes like English also helped me to become bolder through debates and speaking in front of others. And it helped me to really be myself in the presence of others. And people like my dad really pushed me to do my best in school and sat down with me to help me realize who I was and realize that I could be confident that and that I could just be myself. And he also taught me to really be pure hearted and not do things for my own sake or selfish things like seeking attention. And my mom also helped me to really stay focused in school and realize that this was going to have a huge effect on my future and even what I may potentially do in the future, such as my career. And my mission statement is that I want to help adolescents reach their full potential socially, emotionally, and academically by providing them with mentorship and the resources they need to be successful. And this is important to me because in school I've come across many kids who are less motivated and have things in their lives that hinder them from really being the best they can possibly be. As well, I identify with my own social challenges and how that hindered me in different ways, and also my academic challenges as well. And what I chose to research was child hunger and its effect on education. And this refers to kids that come from poor families that do not have a consistent food source. And I did some research on this, and 1 in 5 children live in homes where they do not have a consistent food source. And I've had numerous friends who could not function well in school because they were hungry and they just simply did not have any food to eat. And there have been plenty of times during the school year where I've forgotten my lunch, and I felt how bad it was to go through a day of school without food. It really is bad. And some other research I did was that 22% of kids in the United States live in poverty. And kids that experience hunger are more likely to suffer problems with memory and concentration. Food is very necessary for these functions. And not having a consistent or steady food source can mess up sleeping patterns as well as make children too tired and energyless for school. As well, it causes depression, anxiety, and withdrawal, which can hinder them from being functional in school. And it can also cause behavior problems such as fighting or bullying. And children with less food security are more likely to be hospitalized as well. And they have a greater risk of chronic health conditions such as anemia and asthma. And all of these things and symptoms contribute to them usually having a poor quality of life. And this connects with my goals in life, being that I want to be a computer science, but I would also like to coach teams or mentor high school students on the side because I really have a heart for kids. And I plan to share advice with them on things that help me conquer my fears socially and help me even overcome my academic hump. And I would like to tutor them and help them with schoolwork and even help them solve problems emotionally and problems that they may be dealing with at home or school. And child hunger is just one of the branches of these problems with kids that I'd like to help in solving. And again, I'd like to help solve their emotional, academic, and social problems. And my goal is just to help these kids really reach their full potential in life and help them be help them be ready even just to go to the real world and start them on the path to success. And I have had different experiences, and I have a lot of advice that I feel like I can give younger kids. I mean, I still have a lot of life to live myself, but I feel like there are different things that I can share with kids and help them to be more successful and reach their full potential as well. And yeah, that's it. And thank you for listening and watching this video. And yeah, that's me, Josh Bynum.